guys. Look at this. Look at this. I think it's safe to say, well, first off, I think it's safe to say we're on track to be the biggest FliteFest yet. But I think this is the biggest pilot meeting. Heads up.
No battery.
It's perfect because that guy's supposed to be at the pilot meeting. That was lucky. So first things first, we will get into flight safety, so that's a great example right there. But general rule of thumb, keep your eyes open, keep your head up, especially when you're walking on the flight line. We try to keep things safe, but inevitably stuff like that does happen. Accidents do happen.
Let's go! Oh, hear the motor. All right, well, if you're not awake, if you weren't awake, yeah, man, I bet you are now.
Hi, I'm Kieran. I'm from Maryland, and this is my 777-200LR of Delta Airlines.
How long did it take you to do this?
It took about 3 months, start to finish.
Giant size nutball.
Hey, go see that. So you want to drop, right? Yeah, we need.
Aww. 300%? Yeah. Where are you from?
Minnesota.
Nice. Welcome. This is Bob version what? Version 3, Bob?
Yeah, we got Josh to sign up.
Awesome. That makes it so awesome. There he is.
What is this right here? This is A4. This is A4 Skyhawk. This came about because Dan Spanels wanted to do something fun, something new and different here at FliteFest. So he came to me and got Steven Rosma online.
Rasterize, if you guys.
Rasterize.
He did the skins.
He did the skins for the golf.
Three, two, one, and launch. Be aware, just be aware. Heads on the swivel. Heads on the swivel. Heads on the swivel. Yes. Keep your eyes peeled, spotter. Thank you for that horn. Well done. Oh! Right, there he is. Everybody, attack the pig. Attack the pig. Find the pig, destroy the pig, eat the bacon. That's all I got to say. Black Bunny still killing it. Oh! Hey, that is the definition of epic. Thank you for playing.
Good morning, here at FliteFest, first day, Thursday, take two. I am here with Chris Thomas. He is the founder of Multi-GP. And Chris, thank you so much for helping out with us.
Absolutely. This is now the 4th year that I've been here at FliteFest. This is a one of a kind event because it's really geared towards a community. Right? The flight test theory here is that this is not about your aircraft. This is about the people. This is about the friendships and the relationships that you build. So it has been year after year a good place to come out if you've never done RC, if you love RC. It's a great mix of people. It's a lot of fun.
It is. I mean, how much has it grown throughout the years? Because you've been this season the 4th year.
4th year, yeah. So the event itself every year is great. I mean, there's never been a low year. The first year though, which was very early days in the world of FPV, we had 342 people fly FPV that first year. At the time, most people didn't even know what their video transmitter was doing. They didn't know what channel it was on. They didn't know how much power it outputted. Right. It was like the Wild West. It was absolutely crazy. It was a very simple course back then, but then a simple course was about all anyone could fly. Right. Now, I mean, we've got a very, very competitive course for veterans, for pro racers here, which will be challenging to them. We also have a course designed for the beginners. But it's really about letting anybody of any skill level be able to come here and engage, get their questions answered, meet other people who like FPV, and just have a good time.
So if you're coming here for the first time, like I've only been flying quads 2 months.
Okay.
So what do I need to know? Like limit my power to 25 milliwatts?
So whenever you're flying FPV, first things first, you should have a ham radio license because that's going to teach you everything you need to know about radio, and it's required. Yep. But as far as the guys who are flying out here, anytime you're flying with a group, 25 milliwatts is the key. Okay. If you're finding that you need more than 25 milliwatts of video transmission power, chances are there's something wrong with your equipment. Okay. Right now, if you're trying to fly long range, things like that, yeah, you might need the power. But when you're flying a course that's right out here where you would comfortably walk to get your drone should you crash, 25 milliwatts is more than enough power.
And then what about like right hand, left hand antennas?
Well, it's good to have a set of both right and left hand. Here we're heavily favoring right hand, the polarization on the antennas, because it's the most commonly used. Right. But you should have a selection of both. If you're going to be flying with a group, it just makes it easier. You also need to take the time and learn about your video transmitter. Your video transmitter should be able to go to different channels, and you want to be able to know how to do that.
Number 1 rule, don't power up, you know, your quad just makes you check with people, yell powering up, right? Right,
well, here the way that we control the groups, and a good strategy if you're ever flying with a group, is that wait till everyone lands, and then have everyone power up at the same time. Now, if you're in a scenario where you are going to be powering up while other people are flying, you want to be in front of those people, and when you plug in, you want to be paying attention to them. Tell them before you plug in. Right. And then as soon as you plug in, say, you know, listen. If they say anything, if they make a grunt or a noise, just unplug. Because they may have lost their video connection to their aircraft, meaning they can't fly anymore.
Right, that's not good.
And it's a good way to make a fast enemy.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, so this is the Rotro. It's a small 3-channel, well, model airplane robotic bird, however you want to call it. And the only controls that you have are basically aileron and elevator, so it's 3-channel, but only the elevons. No rudder. The tail's only there to actually take care of the yaw stability. And they started life as robotic preys. So actually the real falcons, they take it and they think it's a real prey. So they're trying to chase it and do all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
And yeah, the RC guys, they saw it and they said, oh, it's absolutely unique. So we're trying to...
there it is, Roko.
Yeah, rowfalconry.com. You can find everything over there. We also got white models with a whole sticker pattern on it, a feather pattern, and yeah, it's kind of cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Open.
Are you kidding me? Look at that! The seat moves.
Well, it's just held on with Velcro. I haven't really positioned it yet for flying.
Look at this detail. I mean, those rivets. How do you do those rivets?
So the rivets are done with a like 40-watt soldering iron.
So you dimple it, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, nothing fancy. Mine's like a little Radio Shack thing.
Yeah.
And you take the tip off, and
oh, that's how you do the ring.
well, once you take the tip off, you put in a piece of copper tubing of the diameter that you want, and then because this is all balsa and then fiberglass, you just gently touch each spot with the soldering iron.
Okay.
And it leaves a little flush rivet.
And you said it took 9 hours to do this plane.
9 hours just in the rivets, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wow. And then, so this pin, is that just for scale or?
No, that's a functioning pitot tube. I have airspeed telemetry.
Oh, you are amazing. Little battery slot.
Two 3S5800s. Woo! Wired in series.
That's amazing. Where are you from?
Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
What's your name?
Russ Vagey.
What you got? That's
All
beautiful.
right, what I got here is one of our old members. He was 87 years old, and pretty much he loved the hobby. Had over 130 hand-built planes. And he flew up to the day he died.
You also can get off at 128.
He was out flying with us with that morning. This is actually the plane he built when he was 83 years old.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the number means.
Water.
And he was out flying with us the morning. Had a mild heart attack at the field. Packed up all his stuff. Refused to go to the hospital. Drove home and passed away at his house.
Wow. Well, I'm grateful you're honoring him.
Oh yeah. And what we ended up doing, he got cremated. And we ended up taking him to our field, and we ended up carpet bombing our field with his ashes.
Awesome. I get chills to hear that, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And then what we're gonna do at the next combat flying is we're gonna honor him by taking these couple of his planes that we have here, and we're gonna put them up for combat. And basically, it's everybody versus us and my other club member.
Nice.
So,
I want to get a stream of it.
Chad?
A rather large fry, to put it lightly.
I'd say that's an understatement.
Yeah.
3, 2,